So you were a contractor.
For 10 years, 7,000 renovations, Open Door and OfferPad's biggest contractor. You're looking at them right here.
Wow, that's a big deal.
Yeah, I was Open Door's first contractor in Phoenix, Arizona.
No way.
Yep. Funny thing is, as a technology company, Open Door was like bragging about how good they were at technology. But like the biggest issue that we had was that we couldn't connect. Like we had 17 different ways of communicating, and everything felt fragmented, and the information that we were collecting was laggy and late, and we'd install a piece of tile that they're like, oh no, we changed that. I was like, where was the update? Oh, well, we put it in, at that time, Slack wasn't even a thing.
I mean, most contractors that are doing things at that scale are building their own solutions,
right?
Or they're partnering with an enterprise level solution that can put someone in-house to build it for them, and it's still not going to solve all their problems.
No, they don't also have data from other companies like you guys do,
exactly.
Where you guys are basically aggregating other people's information about their individual businesses, and you're bringing solutions to those problems that you can also bring to a new client that gets onboarded, and you're like, hey, we already solved these 1,000 other clients' problems. Here's all these amazing things that we've done. And they go, I didn't even know I was going to have that problem as I scaled my business.
Well, that's another thing. A lot of the SMB contractors, they're not great businessmen. They're good at swinging a hammer.
Yeah.
And they can bid accurately, but when it comes to actually scaling a business...
Oh, they know nothing.
And a lot of guys don't have any ambition to do that. So they're happy doing $1 million or $2 million a year.
They watch what their parents did, right? They watch what their dad did. Their dad was a framer, a plumber, electrician. It was like, all right, I'm making $100,000 a year, $150,000 a year. I'm good. Bills are paid. And basically, they were the guy that's doing the estimate, collecting the bill, paying the payroll, doing the bookkeeping.
Everything.
Doing everything. Getting yelled at by the customer, managing the crews, showing up to job sites, doing all the things, and ordering the materials. That's where they start. And then they hire an admin, and they go, all right, I have one employee now, and this is a pain in the ass.
That's it.
And they stop. And if they had technology, they would be able to change the game.
Everything. And another thing a lot of contractors struggle with is retention. So they find a good employee, and then they don't know how to treat the employee because they're not running their business like a business. So then they have zero retention. When it comes to working with property managers and real estate investors, and they're clueless on how to really serve that market.
Yeah, right.
And we're trying to solve that. We have a full RESTful API that lets you communicate with PropTech solutions. So whether that's work orders or piping in your leads and clients, and we're just trying to streamline and enhance the relationship management between contractors and real estate companies.
Love it.
So you specialized in multifamily, large construction?
I specialize in a lot of turns in the very beginning, like rental turns. Now, right here, everything that's on the screen right now, that's what I do now. I'm the nation's expert at that exact list right there.
Financing.
Creative financing. How to buy houses without cash, credit, or credentials. That's me.
You're talking like master leases? Master leasing with option to purchase?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like baby steps into creative finance. That's like, the problem with a master lease is that I'm renting from you. If you're the seller and I buy on a master lease,
right,
I'm renting. I'm not the new owner. You're the owner still.
Sure.
I don't want that. I'm actually having you, the seller finance the house to me.
Right.
So that I'm the owner and I just make payments to you. Now you're the bank, not the landlord. Right, so that's seller finance or subject to...
You're not dealing with a conventional mortgage,
Nope.
So you don't have to go 20% in the door.
Nope.
At most, you're having some kind of expenses involved in the rehab or...
Yeah, even then, I can
put it on store lines of credit.
I can raise private capital, right? I can bring in financial partners. I can use credit cards. I can use all that kind of stuff. So you can literally get into the game of real estate without any money, which is pretty cool.
Sure, as long as the math makes sense.
Yeah.
The money's out there, for sure.
Yeah, the money is out there. There's a solution to it, which is great. This is really a cool company. This is awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Somebody needed to make this 20 years ago. What took you guys so long? Gosh, damn.
So 20 years ago, I was in college. So, we found the need for this. We built a little internal app called Handyman Estimator.
Love that.
We started a handyman division for our property management company, and we learned very quickly in property management. We were subbing everything out, and we were charging 10% to manage 800 properties.
Yeah.
And we noticed, we're capped at like a couple $1 million a year. And when we brought maintenance in-house, we made way more off of maintenance than we did off of the property management.
Yeah.
But there were so many inefficiencies between the property management side of things and the maintenance side of things.
Yeah.
And the existing PropTech solutions just didn't have answers.
You probably had like multiple handymen that were giving you estimates for the same type of thing, and you're like, why is this guy? They changed the valve on a shower $300, and this other guy's $41.
It's ridiculous. There's no consistency across
Zero. But like if you standardize that process through a handyman app, then you can kind of obliterate that issue.
And now AI. So we're working. Have you played around with OpenAI?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, it's insane. So the other day we were just running some tests. The only problem is the data's a little old, but we were running some test cases with like, can you give me a punch list for building an 8x10 deck? Give me the material list. Can you give me actual specific material names?
Contractor can't do that.
AI can.
AI can. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
A contractor will be like, I'll get back to you in a week.
And then they don't.
And then it's even wrong. They don't, and you got to follow up with them. You're like, hey, yo, bro, where's that estimate? Oh, I'll get it to you tomorrow. Hey, bro, it's tomorrow.
They don't want it bad enough. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
That's amazing.
Trying to get a garage door installed from 3 different contractors and getting them to follow up, it was like impossible.
One day we will have robots that will just take over the whole world. It'll be great.
It's almost here. I mean, we're at the point now where, you can ask it how to perform open heart surgery and have a step-by-step itemized list on how to do it, and then you can ask it to write a thesis on it and then grade it, and it does it instantaneously. So just imagine once those integrations can go into tech where you can say, okay, so take this and put it into a punch list for me, and you don't have to do anything. It's all completely automated. So that's the direction things are going, and it's going to improve bid accuracy. It's going to standardize the process across the board. It's going to make things a lot more consistent. It's going to streamline the processes between contractors and everyone they're doing business with, their clients, their employees. From what we've noticed, to really take this market, you have to give them the right solutions, not just within the organizational unit, but also at the network level. Connect the GCs and the builders and the master developers with the small businesses that are actually out there swinging the hammer and doing the work.
Love it.
But you also have to, you have the whole real estate market at play there too, and you have to take them into consideration. Currently, they're just being neglected. You've got Procore, Buildertrend, Co-Construct on one end of the market. You've got 20, 30 different field service management solutions on the other, and then you got your prop tech market, and they're not playing nice with one another.
Right.
So the first company to solve that and then also provide the education, the information on how to run your business like a business is definitely going to take the biggest slice of the pie.
Well, this is a wonderful solution. Like legit, as a contractor that's done more renovations than most, this was the number one thing that I was missing in my business.
Well, man, that's big. So what did you use when you were running the business?
What do you think I used?
You doing pen and paper?
No, I mean when you first start.
So you're probably using
for like 3 months, and then you're like, F this. And you go to like Excel, Google Sheets, then you go to like Monday, then you go to like other things, you start elevating, you get to a point where you're like, okay, I got a Trello board for this, I got a Monday board for this.
You're all over the place.
I got a later thing for this, you're all over the place. And you're constantly trying new technology, but there's not one solution for a contractor.
Trying to find the solution that does it all.
Yeah.
And,
you guys got it. You guys need to jump in. Now you need to invent a time machine and go and talk to me 15 years ago. I would have.
Well, you still made it.
I made it, but I would have kept my construction business if it was for tech like this.
Yeah,
the biggest thing was like difference. I looked at real estate and I looked at construction. I go, way less headache, too much headache. But you guys, if you guys solved that headache problem for me back then, I would have kept my construction business and it would have been operating still to this day.
It's wild.
Yeah, you guys should be called like Tylenol for contractors or something like that.
The Tylenol for contractors.
It was good to meet you, brother.
It's good to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you.